Hey, this is Joe Price. I just wanted to show you some new hints that have been loaded into the volunteering app within Goldie May. These are some really incredible hints. Uh, I'll show them to you, but these are all potentially tree extending hints that are connected to members of the church. So as you do these tree extending hints, you're going to be adding new people to the tree that will be related to people that are members, and so that when they hit ordinance ready, they'll be able to take those family names to the temple. So let me show you how this works. So you'll just need to download Goldie May as a Chrome extension. So I'm just going to click here, Goldie May. And then once you log into Goldie May, you're just going to hit volunteering. And then right here, it says select census records. So you can see there's 126,000, and then you just hit start. And then over here on in your Chrome browser, it'll just pull you right into the uh, source linker for this family. Now this one looks a little more complicated, and granted, this is one we could spend a little bit of time kind of checking over, but actually, we've got birth months differing. This part's already attached. There's a couple things we could do. Since it's already attached to this person, you could go to this person and see that source. It was one of these census records. Um, or you can always just skip it. So notice here now we're on the one that is actually attached. We can open these up. This one looks a little more complicated, so we'll just skip, and then it'll pull up another record hint. Okay, you can see this one's a lot kind of simpler. We open it up, you can see the birth month matches. The names are lining up really well. In this case, we're not adding a new person, but this looks like a great source that we should attach. So we're going to hit attach records. And then one of the things I love about Goldie May is that it'll do all the clicking for you. Okay, so once that's done, then you can just hit next. The other thing I really love about Goldie May is that if you happen to be related to any of the people that you're working on, it'll kind of flag that for you. So again, another thing I like is you can hit show details and it'll pop open all the details. So you can see here we have a place of residence match, a name match, country match, birth year is pretty close, and then down here, you can hide the details. Right here, we have a kid where we have a month match. This looks pretty good. So I'll hit attach records. So again, this Goldie May volunteer tool is just a great way to interact with SourceLinker. And then in this case, we've curated 126,000 kind of hints that we think are going to be super high value. The other thing I love about Goldie May is that I can also then search on surname or place. So it looks like there's 112 that have my surname. And so I could just go work on those, and I'd probably recommend that. You could also type in a place. So here's an interesting case where, um, this Verna, I think they just got the gender wrong in the census, but you can see August lines up, Mary lines up, and then here we are at the adding the new person. So I'm going to hit the button, and so then you can see it's attaching those sources. And then when it gets down to our name, we're going to add a brand new person to the tree. And then the neat thing is if you're doing kind of, if you have a more unique name, maybe you'll see over here that you're related to the person. You can always do that also just by going in and hitting view my relationship. But that's one of the things I like about, Goldie May is it'll do that automatically. Okay, so let's just do one more. The other thing we can do is we can also do it by place. So let me just do Oregon. Okay, so you can see I've got 648 for Oregon. And so that would be great. If you live in Oregon, maybe you could go and try to knock out all the ones that are here in Oregon. But you can see here we have everything lining up really well. I'll hit attach records. Okay, so we're excited to have people try this out. I've always loved the volunteering tab on Goldie May, and so really the main change now is just that you could always do any record, but these select census records have kind of a really unique. So if you do any record, there's 2.5 million hints remaining. If you do these, there's 126,000. So I would love to see as many people try to help us with these, and these are going to be ones that I'll be working on as well. So uh, thanks for all the volunteers out there that help with our projects, and we're excited to see how this works out.